Scorpio, stop scrolling. If you found this message between July 10th and July 11th, it may not be an accident. The universe rarely opens a doorway like this, but when it does, it chooses only those ready to step into a completely different future. What happens over these next 2 days could quietly change the direction of your destiny forever. Stay until the end, because the final message may be the exact sign you've been asking the universe to send. 1 Scorpio, your energy has always been different. While others fear endings, you instinctively understand that every ending hides the beginning of something far greater. You are the zodiac's phoenix, the soul that rises from ashes stronger than before. But lately, you've probably felt something difficult to explain. Maybe you've been waking up in the middle of the night. Maybe certain numbers keep following you. Maybe you've been thinking about someone you haven't spoken to in years. Or perhaps you've felt an invisible pressure. Like life is preparing you for something enormous, without telling you exactly what it is. If this sounds familiar, don't ignore it. The universe often whispers before it shouts. Between July 10th and July 11th, the spiritual energy surrounding Scorpio becomes unusually powerful. The recent full moon didn't simply light up the night sky. It illuminated hidden truths buried deep inside your soul. Instead of creating chaos, it is revealing what has been quietly transforming beneath the surface. For weeks, perhaps even months, you've been carrying emotional weight that no one else could see. You've questioned yourself. You've doubted your path. You've wondered if all your patience has been meaningless. But spiritual timing rarely follows human expectations. Just because nothing appeared to be happening doesn't mean nothing was changing. Imagine standing in a dark forest before sunrise. Everything feels silent. Nothing seems to move. Yet beneath the soil, roots continue growing, birds prepare to sing, the horizon slowly begins changing colors. Transformation begins long before your eyes recognize it. That's exactly where many Scorpios are now. The universe has been rearranging people, opportunities, conversations, and unexpected events behind the scenes. Doors that refused to open before are beginning to unlock. Not because you've become someone different, but because you've finally become aligned with the version of yourself your soul has always wanted to become. This rare destiny shift isn't about luck. It isn't about coincidence. It's about alignment. When your inner energy finally matches the future meant for you, life starts responding in mysterious ways. Pay attention over these next 2 days. Unexpected messages, strange dreams, meaningful coincidences, powerful emotional releases. None of these are random. They're spiritual confirmations that you're entering a new chapter. And here's the truth many people never realize. The biggest blessings often arrive quietly before they become impossible to ignore. So don't underestimate what feels like an ordinary day. Because for Scorpio, July 10th and July 11th may become the moment you'll one day look back on and say, that was when everything truly began. 2. The universe is sending 3 powerful signs, Scorpio. Now that you've stepped into this rare energetic window, the universe is asking you to become more aware than ever before. Not everything meant for your soul arrives with loud announcements. Sometimes destiny whispers. Sometimes it appears as a coincidence that feels impossible to explain. And sometimes it arrives disguised as an ending. The recent full moon has illuminated emotional truths that could no longer remain hidden. Anything built on fear, doubt, or old versions of yourself is slowly fading away. At first, this may feel uncomfortable. You may notice certain friendships becoming distant, old habits losing their grip, or opportunities you've waited for suddenly changing direction. Don't mistake this for rejection. It's divine redirection. The universe isn't taking something away from you. It's making space for something greater. Over the next 2 days, many Scorpios will experience one or more powerful spiritual signs. The first sign is unusual synchronicities. You may repeatedly notice angel numbers like 111, 444, or 777. You may hear the same message from different people. A song you've never paid attention to before suddenly speaks directly to your heart. These aren't random moments. They're reminders that your spiritual guides are walking beside you. The second sign is unexpected emotional release. You might suddenly cry without fully understanding why. Old memories may return. Dreams from years ago may suddenly come back into your thoughts. Don't push these emotions away. The full moon is helping you release energetic weight you've carried for far too long. Every tear, every deep breath, every difficult goodbye creates room for a new beginning. The third sign is a sudden feeling of inner certainty. Without any logical explanation, you'll begin feeling calmer. The anxiety that once controlled your decisions starts disappearing. You'll stop chasing people who never appreciated your energy. You'll stop forcing doors that were never meant to open. Instead, you'll trust. And that trust becomes magnetic. Because Scorpio, your greatest power has never been controlling your future. It's trusting your transformation. Many people around you may not understand what's happening. They'll think you've changed. They're right. You have. But this isn't the kind of change created by the outside world. This is soul evolution. This is the version of yourself your spirit has been preparing for long before you realized it. As July 10th and July 11th unfold, listen carefully to your intuition. That quiet voice inside you has become stronger than your fears. If something tells you to wait, wait. If something tells you to move forward, move with confidence. The universe communicates through peace, not panic. Remember this. Every major destiny shift begins with one courageous decision, one conversation, one unexpected opportunity, one moment when you finally believe that you're worthy of everything you've been praying for. Scorpio, your next chapter isn't approaching. It's already beginning. The only question left is, will you recognize the signs when destiny gently knocks on your door? 3. The hidden blessing and the karmic door is opening. Scorpio, there is something the universe wants you to understand before this rare window closes. Not every blessing arrives wrapped in comfort. Sometimes the greatest miracle first looks like confusion. Think back over the past several months. How many plans fell apart? How many people walked away? How many nights did you wonder if the universe had forgotten about you? At the time, those moments may have felt like painful losses. But from a higher spiritual perspective, they were acts of protection. The universe could see what you couldn't. It knew that certain people were holding you back from your highest timeline. It knew that some opportunities looked promising on the surface, but would have drained your energy in the long run. So instead of giving you what you wanted, it quietly guided you toward what your soul truly needed. This is how divine timing works. It doesn't always make sense in the moment. But when you look back, every delay reveals a purpose. Every closed door becomes a blessing. Every heartbreak becomes a lesson that strengthens your spirit. The recent full moon amplified this truth. Its light didn't simply expose your surroundings. It illuminated your inner world. It showed you where you've outgrown old fears. It reminded you that your intuition has become one of your greatest gifts. And now, as July 10th and July 11th unfold, the energy begins to shift from releasing the past to receiving the future. This is where karma enters the story. Scorpio is one of the zodiac signs most deeply connected to transformation and karmic cycles. What you've given to others, the kindness no one noticed, the loyalty that wasn't always returned, the patience you showed when life tested you, none of it has been forgotten. The universe keeps perfect records, and when the time is right, it returns your energy in unexpected ways. That return may come as a surprising opportunity, a meaningful connection, financial progress, healing within your family, or a sudden realization that finally sets your heart free. The form of the blessing may be different for every Scorpio, but the message is the same. Your season of silent preparation is ending. Your season of visible transformation is beginning. This doesn't mean every challenge disappears overnight. Growth still requires courage. Faith still requires patience. But from this point forward, you'll notice something changing inside you. You'll stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And you'll begin asking, "What is this preparing me for?" That single shift in perspective changes everything. Because the moment you stop resisting your journey, the journey begins supporting you. Scorpio, trust the strange timing of these next 2 days. If a door opens unexpectedly, don't let fear convince you to stay where it's comfortable. If a chapter ends, don't chase what the universe is asking you to release. Sometimes destiny doesn't shout. Sometimes it simply opens one quiet door and waits to see whether you'll have the courage to walk through it. The rare destiny shift has already begun. Now the next step belongs to you. 4. Step into your new destiny. Final message, ritual, and affirmation. Scorpio. Take a deep breath for just a moment. If you've listened all the way to this point, perhaps it wasn't by chance. Perhaps your soul needed this reminder exactly when it was ready to hear it. The universe has been speaking to you in quiet ways for a long time, through unexpected endings, through moments of silence, through challenges that forced you to become stronger than you ever imagined. None of it was meant to break you. It was meant to awaken you. Between July 10th and July 11th, a powerful energetic doorway stands before you. While the full moon's light is still echoing through your spirit, it reminds you that every ending creates space for a new beginning. This is not about predicting the future with certainty. It's about recognizing that change often begins within, and when you shift, your life often begins to shift with you. Maybe your destiny looks like finding peace after months of emotional storms. Maybe it's finally releasing someone who no longer belongs in your life. Maybe it's discovering a purpose you've been too afraid to pursue. Or maybe it's simply believing in yourself again. Whatever your next chapter holds, walk toward it with confidence. You don't need every answer before taking the first step. The stars may inspire you. The moon may remind you. But your choices shape the path ahead. Remember who you are. You are the phoenix of the zodiac. You were never created to remain in the ashes. You were born to rise. Every scar you've carried has become proof of your resilience. Every setback has quietly built your strength. Every disappointment has prepared your heart for a blessing that matches the person you've become. So as these 2 powerful days unfold, choose faith over fear. Choose peace over panic. Choose growth over comfort. Because the life you've been hoping for begins with the decision to trust yourself today. Now let's close with a simple manifestation ritual. Find a quiet place tonight. Close your eyes. Place one hand over your heart. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. As you exhale, imagine every fear, every doubt, and every old limitation leaving your body. Now picture yourself standing beneath a bright full moon. Its silver light surrounds you with calm, clarity, and courage. Silently repeat these words. I welcome divine wisdom into my life. I release what no longer serves my highest good. I trust the timing of my journey. I am ready to receive the opportunities meant for me. I step forward with courage, gratitude, and an open heart. Stay in that feeling for a few quiet moments. Then open your eyes and carry that peace with you into tomorrow. Because sometimes, the greatest destiny shift doesn't begin when the world changes. It begins the moment you do. If this message resonated with your heart, leave a Scorpio in the comments, along with the words, I trust my journey. I'd love to know you're embracing this new chapter. And if you enjoy spiritual Scorpio guidance, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next message the universe may have for you. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and always remember, The universe may guide the way, but your courage is what turns possibility into reality. Scorpio. Before this message comes to an end, there's one final truth the universe wants you to hear. Not every person watching this video was meant to find it. Yet somehow, you did. Whether you believe it was coincidence, curiosity, or something greater, your journey has led you to this exact moment. And perhaps that's because your soul was ready for a reminder. Life has tested you in ways that many people will never fully understand. You've carried silent battles. You've smiled through disappointment. You've stayed loyal when others walked away. You've kept believing even when the path ahead seemed uncertain. Those experiences did not make you weaker. They shaped the strength you carry today. Sometimes we spend so much time waiting for a miracle that we forget to notice how much we've already grown. Look at the person you were a year ago. Notice the fears you've faced, the lessons you've learned, the boundaries you've built, the wisdom you've gained. That is transformation. And transformation is often the first miracle. As the energy of July 10th and July 11th continues to unfold, don't feel pressured to have every answer. You don't need to know every step. You only need the courage to take the next one. Trust your intuition. Protect your peace. Speak your truth with kindness. And never shrink yourself just to fit into places you've already outgrown. Remember, the universe doesn't reward perfection. It responds to authenticity. The more you become your true self, the more your life begins attracting people, opportunities, and experiences that truly belong to you. If you've been praying for a sign, let this be one. If you've been asking whether it's finally time to move forward, let this be your encouragement. If you've been wondering whether better days are possible, believe they are. Not because life will suddenly become perfect, but because you've become stronger, wiser, and more prepared than you realize. Scorpio, keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. The chapter ahead may surprise you in beautiful ways. One meaningful conversation, one unexpected opportunity, one brave decision can completely change the direction of your future. So walk into tomorrow with confidence, walk with gratitude, walk with hope, and every morning, remind yourself, I am growing, I am protected, I am guided, I am ready for the life that is meant for me. Thank you for spending these moments with me. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another Scorpio who may need this encouragement today. And before you go, leave a comment with these words. I accept my destiny with courage. The universe hears every sincere intention. Until our next journey together, take care of your spirit, trust the timing of your life, and never forget your greatest chapter may be closer than you think.